Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's start off with some sage. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing negative energy. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn. If you have Capricorn anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Welcome to Remedies, Tarot, Alchemy, and Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at the moon placement, the sun placement, and other planetary placements to get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you. But first and foremost, I do trust my intuition. I also highly encourage you to trust your intuition as well. It is my intention that during this reading, you connect with your intuition and you listen to that inner voice within. I do believe that anytime we're following our intuition or using our intuition, that we vet, that we verify. And I think that horoscope readings and tarot card readings are a wonderful way to vet our intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Capricorn. What would you like the Capricorn to know or to be aware of during our 4 messages for the Capricorn? What would you like the Capricorn to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? What would we like the Capricorn to know or to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Capricorn. Well, I like that we got a 10, but that's a 10 of Pentacles. That's a little bit different. Capricorn, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Ace of Swords. The gift of knowledge, the gift of wisdom. And that knowledge and wisdom is forced or backed by the Devil card. So the Devil card could be a Capricorn. So in the tarot, the Devil card represents the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And when Capricorn comes up in their own reading, that is saying that you are being true to your nature, that you're following your wisdom, that you are using your wisdom correctly. Your wisdom, your inner light, your inner guide is leading you. That inner voice is leading you, as is demonstrated by that Hermit card too. Let's see how this knowledge and wisdom that is a natural born gift that you were born with plays into the rest of your reading, Capricorn. And in your public life, in your professional life, in your business, career, finance, money, we start off with the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is victory after competition. And so there's a lot of competitiveness going on in your public life at this time. Have no concerns, you are going to be victorious. Although that is followed by the 8 of Swords, there's something that you're feeling stuck with, something that you feel that you don't have an option for, something that you are not aware of. Followed by the Strength card. You may be dealing with a Leo in your public or your professional life, as the Strength card does represent the Leo in the zodiac sign. But I tell you, the Leos have had a very good reading this last few weeks. You may want to visit that reading to see if there's message in that reading for you. And especially if you are dealing with a Leo, do visit their reading. But the Leo is, again, working true to our inner calling, working through our inner wisdom. You are doing exactly what it is meant for you to do. You are working within your calling. You are on your life's path, your life's purpose. And you're finding that very emotionally and spiritually fulfilling in your public life. You have been waiting for an approval. You have been waiting for backing. You have been waiting for funds. You've been waiting for something to come in the mail, to be directly deposited to your account. And you've been it's something that you had to work for. It's something that you had to compete for. And they told you that it was coming. They told you that the check was in the mail. They told you that it was going to be deposited into your account. And you've been waiting on that. And I think you've also been maybe somehow competing for what this is. Maybe you've been calling and they've been putting you on hold, or that you've been calling and they've been disconnecting you, or you've been calling and you're not able to get a hold of the right person. But you've tried multiple times to get what is coming to you. I don't know if this is money, if it is a physical object, but it's in the mail. It's coming. It is going to be deposited to you. The check is in the mail. There's some money, object of value that you've been waiting to hear back on. For some of you, it may be that you've been having a plan, or you had a plan to make money, and now that plan's going to move forward. That plan's going to move forward in order to have you making more money, or the check is in the mail, the item is in the mail, but whatever it is that you've been working for, that you've been competing for, is coming. You're going to get that good news. You're going to get that good news. And part of being able to get this good news has been your persistence. And I think you're going to, even though you've been waiting for this, you've been wanting for this, you've been asking for this, when it does arrive, when it does come, it's almost like you're shell-shocked. It's like you don't know what to do. That you didn't, although you were waiting for that, you were working for that, you're a little bit shocked that it actually does come. And it's going to cause you a pause. And Spirit is telling you that when this arrives, to stick with the plan. To stick with the plan. It's like you already have a plan for what you're going to do with this when it arrives. It arrives, you're a little bit shocked, you take a little bit of a pause, but Spirit is saying, stick with the plan. You have a plan set in place on what's going to happen when this arrives, when you receive it. Stick with the plan, Capricorn. You've got this. Oh my gosh, look at you go. And look at all the zodiac signs coming up in your cards. I love this. So we have the Capricorn, we have the Leo, and yes, and then we start off in your private life, in your home life, in your love life, family, friends. We start here with the Hermit card. And the Hermit is the teacher within. And really for you, Capricorn, it's been about the teacher within, the inner knowledge, the inner wisdom, and following that inner knowledge, that inner wisdom. And it looks like, especially here in your home life, especially here in your private life, that is followed by the Queen of Wands, which again is really speaking about your intuition. Today's reading really is a lot about intuition, following your passions, following your desires. The Three of a disappointment about travel, about getting out of the house. Perhaps you've been wanting to take a vacation, take a trip, take some type of extended travel. But the travel plans keep falling through. And because the travel plans keep falling through, there's this little bit of disappointment here. You know, Capricorn, you can make plans on ways to get out of the house, or make plans on having just a change in scenery. You know, you may be ready for a bigger journey, a bigger vacation, but I think that you're concerned about the budget at this time, or whether it's financially feasible at this time. And that's okay. That's okay. You can... Thank you, Spirit. Capricorn, sometimes the best journeys are the ones that occur closest to home. I think if you plan a day trip, if you plan a nature walk, or maybe even like an overnight camping, a day trip to a spa, but something very tranquil and something very relaxing that really helps soothe the soul, you're going to find that equally as fulfilling and equally as refreshing as if you've taken an extended journey, an extended trip. Source, Spirit, is letting you know that this is the time for a quick day trip. Don't worry, don't stress about vacations, about long journeys. Take a quick day trip. That is followed by messages from Spirit. The Four of Wands. Again, the day trip, breaking free of the castle. It's like, if we look closer, we can see that there's been a couple that has been in the castle, and they're just getting outside of the castle walls. And even though they're not far from home, look at how they are celebrating. They're celebrating their freedom of being outside of the castle walls. Again, there's a third option, another choice. There's a choice to make, and there's a choice to make, and you're not sure how to move forward. You're being very guarded and very protective about this choice. This choice is leading you towards legacy wealth. The secret of the legacy wealth card is that it's not about the coins. It's not about the coins. And many times when we see this Ten of Pentacles, we think about the coins, we think about the stuff, we think about the possessions. But that's not what legacy wealth is. Legacy wealth is the spiritual, the emotional fulfillment. It's about the knowledge and the wisdom. Without the knowledge, without the wisdom, without the spiritual and emotional fulfillment, we could not achieve legacy wealth. When we are creating a legacy, we're building in the knowledge. We're building in the emotional, the spiritual fulfillment that we can pass on to those that come after us. And that was built into your legacy. And so regardless of how much stuff, regardless of how much wealth that you have, you were loved by someone enough to get you to this point in your life. All babies, all infants need care. And it's that love, it's that knowledge, it's those lessons that were taught to us by those that came before us that are part of our legacy. What we do is so much more important than what we say. This is not your time, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Capricorn. Capricorn, this is the time where your actions are going to be speaking louder than words. It's not about just saying that something is going to happen. It's not about saying that this is what we would like to happen. It's not about even just the planning. It's about the taking actions. Don't just talk about what you want to do. Take steps, even if it's just a little step. Take a little step each day towards what you want to do or who you want to be. Those steps, those actions are your legacy.